Hi everybody, my name is Bree and welcome back to my channel, Bree's Arts. All right, everybody, so for today's video, we are going to do some Walmart inspired DIYs. I was at Walmart a couple of days ago and just browsing through the aisles, I saw a ton of Christmas decor that I knew that I could make myself for way less than what they were charging. And of course, for these projects today, I have used mostly Dollar Tree items, some items from Dollarama, and with all of that being said, you guys, let's get into the first DIY. All right, you guys, let's get this party started. DIY number one. So this beautiful wall decor I saw at Walmart, $20 for this one. And so I'm just taking one of these decor pieces from the Dollar Tree. I got it quite a while ago. And I'm just deciding here if I wanted to use the front or the back, and I decided on the back. And so I took the little hanger off on the back there, and I'm just sanding it down. It's a little bit rough, so I did take some filler here. Some wood filler, and I'm just, gonna let that dry and then sand that down so that it's nice and smooth on this surface here. So sand, wipe off all the dust with my paper towel and sand until it's nice and smooth. And now we are just going to paint this up with our black chalk paint by Folk Art. And I only needed one coat. It covers so well. Now, taking one of these smaller wreath forms from the Dollar Tree, I'm just snipping out the smallest little ring there using my wire cutters. And it came apart really, really easily. And now using some of this vine, I got this at Dollarama. It's really beautiful, super high quality. I absolutely love it. And we are just going to, and it's wired as well. So just wrap that around our little wire circle here. Round and around. I believe I went around 3 times with this little vine here, just to make the wreath nice and full. And then of course, to make the back look really pretty, just using some of this contact paper from the Dollar Tree and, just smoothing that out on the back and then cutting off the excess. Now, I started using my scissors and I was struggling trying to get a straight line here. So then I got smart, grabbed my little rotary blade from the Dollar Tree, and just like that, super easy, cutting off all of the excess there so that it has a nice clean back. Look at that. Okay, now I got this little piece of ribbon off of a snowflake decor thing that I found at the Dollar Tree. I just kind of ripped it off and just used a little teeny bit of it because I didn't have any red ribbon just kicking around. So this actually worked out really perfectly. You really don't need that much, obviously, because we're just attaching that to the top of our wreath here, using some hot glue, and then putting some hot glue around the wreath so that it, stays in place and whatnot. And then I cut this decal off on my Cricut, the same as the inspiration piece. It says it's the most wonderful time of the year. The fonts, by the way, that would be American Typewriter, and then the wonderful I actually got out of Cricut Design Space, just so you know. And now to dress up my wreath just a little bit, because I figured that it needed just a teeny bit of zhuzh. Some zhuzhing. So just taking a few pieces from a Dollar Tree berry pick and then hot gluing those little bunches of berries into place just to give it a little bit more character and to make it pop. So hot glue all the way around, and just like that. Seems that I wanted to show you them all, but that is literally it, you guys. It was so easy to recreate this piece. And so the original piece from Walmart is 20 bucks. I made mine for $3. Insane. Okay, let's keep this party going with DIY number 2. Okay, so this cute little joy pot, I guess, with a little bit of cedar, it looks like a cedar plant in it, was also, I believe it was 20 or 25 bucks at Walmart. So I'm using one of these little metal buckets that I got at the Dollar Tree, and just using my heat gun to take off that jute cord that was around the top of that, and to remove the handles as well. And then, you know, just use your heat gun and make sure that you're wearing your finger protectors, because that metal gets super hot with the heat gun, to remove any of the excess glue off of there. And there we go. And taking my moss green color, this is from Waverly. And for all of my Canadian viewers, I know we can't get Waverly in Canada and it sucks, but one of my wonderful subscribers, her name is Cindy, she sent me a bunch of Waverly paint. So that's why I am using this Waverly here. And then I have this little wooden circle. It's actually a piece of veneer that I had, like wood veneer, that I had in my stash. So it's really, really thin and very pliable. And I'm just applying 2 coats of my white chalk paint by Folk Art on there. You can see how it kind of curls up. And now just taking my chippy brush and a little bit of white chalk paint, I just wanted to just stress that green down a little bit here. It gives it a completely different look. And then, you know, I felt like I was a little bit heavy-handed with that white paint. So, you know, just went over it with my moss again to dull that white down, and it came out perfectly. That's the beauty, right? Like if you feel like you've put too much on when you're distressing, you can always go over it with your original color and it works out perfectly. So now using some of these letter rub-ons that I got at Dollar Tree, I'm just going to snip out the letters J-O-Y because we are spelling joy, just like the inspiration piece. And of these letters, I really like the vowels with the little line underneath, and I don't see a lot of creators using them, and I just love them. I think it gives the piece just a little bit more character. And you can see here too, I am legit just rubbing those rub-ons on with my fingernail. I don't even need to use like a popsicle stick or anything like that. And they go on like a dream. And now using these beautiful rub-ons, these are from Dollar Tree as well. I know that they're hard to come by. I saw a whole bunch at my Dollar Tree a while ago and I snapped up a ton of them because they are so pretty. And we're just going to take a few pieces of the greenery from that rub-on there and kind of create a little wreath kind of shape around the joy. I know that in the inspiration piece, it looks like an actual wreath, but you know, we have to improvise. So this actually worked out really, really well. So, you know, just kind of piecing all of these little branches from that rub-on sheet together to create this lovely wreath. And making sure that everything is all lined up and whatnot. See, here we go. And again, just using my fingernail to put those on. These are such high quality. I'm shocked that Dollar Tree doesn't have any Christmas rub-ons. I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any in hauls or anything like that. They had beautiful ones for fall, but I have not seen a single one for Christmas. So that's a shame. Dollar Tree, we need some Christmas rub-ons. And again, we're just filling in all of these little spaces here to create this makeshift wreath. Look at that. It worked out perfect. And now just taking some hot glue and placing my little veneer wooden circle. And if you don't have the veneer, you guys, just use some cardstock. Like that would work just as well. And taking some of these pip berries, which all of you in my last video when I had no idea what they were called, you let me know that they are pip berries. And just taking a little bit of that, it's wired as well, and hot gluing that around the outside of our circle here. And now I wanted to put just a teeny little bit of red around this cute little wreath that we've created. So just using the end of a paintbrush and dipping it into my Imperial red paint from Folk Art, just creating a few berries around our little wreath here. All right, so now we're just taking some floral foam, cutting it down to size so that we can jam that into our little bucket here. And there we go. And now I am going to use one of these Christmas trees from the Dollar Tree. And I just take it out of the package. It fit actually perfect. Like I took off the little bottom piece there, and now I've fluffed it out just a little bit because in the inspiration piece, it looks like a little cedar. So I just wanted to kind of keep the same shape, and just using some of my white chalk paint, I just wanted to flock it, right? To make it look like it's snow covered. And there we go. Cute little tree. All right. And so now I did want to dress up the tree just a little bit. So I'm taking some pine cones from a Dollar Tree pick and just placing them, wherever I feel it necessary, right? Throwing them in, filling up all the little spaces and whatnot. And then I'm also going to take some of these berries. These ones are actually from Dollarama. You can get something very, very similar at the Dollar Tree as well. And I'm just putting those onto my tree. And it's so cute. It looks so cute. A little bit different than the inspiration piece, but all good. I think it looks better. And to finish it off, just taking some Spanish moss from Dollar Tree, throwing that into the bottom, kind of keeping our, neutral woodsy feel that you guys know that I'm going for Christmas this year. And that is it, y'all. All done, looking gorgeous. So, the original piece was $15. I did mine for, $4.50. All right, you guys, to end this party, we got DIY number 3. And this one is probably my favorite of these Walmart dupes. You can see there that this piece is $20 at Walmart. And I'm just using one of these Dollar Tree signs. I got it a really long time ago. I have seen them every now and then. And just using my Aleene's tacky glue and a piece of scrapbook paper. I got this set of scrapbook paper. I'm pretty sure it's called Farmhouse something or other from Michael's, by the way. And it has all of these beautiful wood looking prints in it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And now using one of these brass rings that I got at the Dollar Tree in the springtime, came in a set of 3, so I'm using the smallest ring. And I just figured there was a little bit too much pattern in this scrapbook paper. So I'm just taking a teeny tiny bit of white chalk paint and my chippy brush just to kind of just stress those, you know, the boards down a little bit, making sure to go in the same direction as the wood is going on the scrapbook paper. And it worked out perfectly, just to dull it down just a teeny bit. And now I cut this decal out on my Cricut. This is directly out of Cricut Design Space. You just have to search up Peace on Earth and it will show up. And centering that, well, not quite center, it's a little bit off center. And putting my ring on. So in the inspiration piece, the ring is kind of hanging down from a piece of twine. So just using my braided rope here from Amazon, and I just hot glued it together and put it in the center of my piece there. Cut off the excess because I didn't want it to hang down like in the back of my frame there. So hot gluing that into place and making sure that everything's all centered and good to go. All right, so these pine branches, I am running super low on the pine branches from Dollar Tree, you guys, and I'm so sad because I cannot find them anywhere, but these ones are from Dollarama. So same diff. You could even flock these if you wanted to have them look a little bit more snow covered. I actually liked the green, the natural green on there instead of flocking them with white. But you know what? You do you. And we're just hot gluing a few of them down in the lower corner of our wreath form. Oh, and then Abby, my daughter, just poking her head in, being a pain. She had just gotten home from hanging out with her boyfriend. And she's got a bug mom. And taking a few of these pine cones. These are from those packages like the vase filler. I actually bought these back in the summertime. It was so bizarre. Like they had a ton of them in the summertime at Dollar Tree, and now you can't find them. Like they're all, they're all gone. I was just at Dollar Tree today actually, and we have 4 in our city, but I was there at one of my Dollar Trees, and their shelves for Christmas crafting are looking pretty bare, not gonna lie. And so I placed 3 of those pine cones in there, then just filling in a little bit more, just to make that a little bit more full, I guess. And then grabbing some white berries, and this is a pick I'm pretty sure from the Dollar Tree, just to finish it off. Hot glue those into place, and that is it. I absolutely love this piece. It's so neutral. It's so pretty. And the one from Walmart was $20. I did mine for $3. Check it out. All right, you guys, so that is it for our Walmart inspired decor pieces. I love doing these kinds of videos, you guys, because then I can see how much I can save by doing things myself, and I enjoy it so much, like creating things. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love how all three of these turned out. So as always, let me know down in the comments which one is your favorite. And if you like what you see, do me a solid. Tap that like button, maybe subscribe, tell your friends, you know, all of that jazz. Stay tuned for the gag reel. Bye, guys. Okay, everybody, I am I'm always excited, right? We're always excited. What do you guys think? My mom dyed my hair the other day, and it's pretty dark, but you know, I'm kind of digging it. What do you guys think? Not too shabby. Need some highlights maybe, but not too bad. I've used mostly Dollar Tree, some Dollarama, and with that be ironed. Ironed.
Hey, can I have some?
Coffee time. Oh, the slurp. This is one of my favorite coffee mugs. I got it from my sister-in-law, and it is so true. On some days. But that's none of my business. And of course, for these projects, that's what I want to say, right?
God.
Okay, so what else should we do?
Do a backflip. That'd be really interesting.
I'll work on that. Okay. All right, everybody. So for today's projects, we will be...
Touchdown.
Dude.
Retro Bowl.
Playing games. Are you recording?
Retro Bowl. It's good.
Do you think I got everything?
Hey, can I have my grilled cheese?
Yes, I will make you a grilled cheese.